Welcome children of class 7. Now this is the next chapter children we are starting, that is chapter number 4, ethics and safety measures in computing. And the topics which we are going to study in this are introduction to internet, advantages and disadvantages of internet, computing ethics, unethical practices, cybercrime, safety measures while using computer and internet, and digital footprints. Now children, internet, you all know about internet, and we all are working through internet nowadays during this period of lockdown, but now we are going to study it in detail. Now children, internet is one of the largest information database. It has become a vital part of our life. Internet stands for International Network of Computers. It is a global system of interconnected computer network that enables the user to share information and various resources with each other. It uses common communication standards and interfaces to provide the physical backbone for many interesting applications. Now, children, tasks that were usually performed through personal interactions such as banking, shopping, or communication can now be done online. We can share data and information across the globe instantly. Indeed, internet has transformed the world into a smaller and convenient place to live in. Today, the buzzword is only internet. The network of network is getting wider with each passing day. To analyze how fast the use of internet is growing, pick any newspaper or magazine and carefully observe the advertisements given therein. You would realize that almost every enterprise has its website listed in addition to its address and telephone number. Every organization is making its presence felt on the internet. Internet is a boom to the world. Almost every aspect of our life is touched by the internet. Interestingly, internet provides 24 into 7 services, that is almost every time internet is available. Now children, we come to the advantages of internet, and first advantage of internet is in education. As you all know, during this period of lockdown we all are studying through the internet. So internet has changed the traditional learning system. It is widely used for educational purpose by scholars, students and teachers to learn anytime and anywhere. It has shown dramatic impact on higher education as more universities offer online courses. IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi Open University, is one of the university which offers this facility, and nowadays children, other universities are also offering this facility. And internet is a vast storehouse of information, and it is also used to publish papers and articles. Then the next is convenient mode of communication. Internet is a convenient and economical mode of communication. Users can communicate with each other. Various services available on the internet are like email, chat, video conferencing, and instant messengers, etc. Now, in business, the internet has brought new opportunities. The business has brought new opportunities for business to offer goods and services online, which has provided to proved to be beneficial. Meeting can be conducted inexpensively through the video conferencing facility without physically visiting the place. Financial transactions can be made online from office or home. E-commerce, it is a concept used for any type of commercial or business deals that involves the transfer of information across the globe by using internet. Now children, nowadays many companies have their own portals, websites which are used for e-commerce. E-commerce industry has become one of the biggest industry in the world. We can now purchase every possible goods and get services from different shopping portals around the world. It also includes booking tickets for bus, flights, trains and hotel rooms. Now next is children, media and entertainment. Internet adds value to media and entertainment. Downloading games, videos, songs, visiting chat rooms or surfing the web are some of the uses which attract people towards the internet. Internet also provides the facility to read different newspapers, magazines and books online. The next is children social networking. It is the latest way to communicate. It offers a platform wherein an individual can connect with friends and strangers on the basis of shared interest of or views. Some examples of social networking sites are Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, MySpace, etc. The next is children forum. An internet forum is an online discussion site where like-minded people can hold conversation in the form of posted messages. Then health and fitness. Internet is now playing a healthy role in providing extensive information on health and fitness. Various medical sites one can read more about various diseases, their cures, their precautionary measures on the internet. Now children, apart from all the advantages of internet, we have some disadvantages also. And internet has several advantages for every individual and it is extremely popular in the modern age. However, it is a tool which must be handled with caution and its misuse can be hazardous. Some of the threats of internet are as follows. Virus threat. Computers that are connected to the internet are more prone to a virus attack which can result in the crashing of systems, data loss and hardware malfunctioning. Spamming. Spamming refers to unwanted emails that are of commercial nature sent indiscriminately to multiple mailing lists, individuals or newsgroup. It unnecessarily uses the system resources and can also be used to spread computer virus or other malicious software. Then thefts of personal information. Internet is the main source of privacy, plagiarism and other evil issues relating to privacy of information of an individual or an organization. One should be careful enough while handling one personal information such as name, address, credit card number, etc., as they can be accessed by hackers or crackers for personal monetary gain. Such elements can also disturb system applications by spreading viruses and changing program logics and output. The next is children pornography. This is a major issue posted on the internet. There are many pornographic sites on the internet that can be found easily and can be hazardous to the mental health of children. Then next is cyber terrorism. It causes a serious threat to the world nowadays. Modern terrorist organizations perform target attack on power plants, banks, commercial areas, or building of national importance. This can be conducted remotely with the help of mobile phone and the internet, which are less expensive than traditional terrorist method. Then time wastage. Although internet provides various services to its user, yet people generally waste time and energy in surfing the net. This can result in loss of personal interaction with people and it can also affect both our socializing skills and health. Next is children computing ethics. This is an important topic children. Ethic is a set of moral principles that governs the behavior of a group or an individual. Similarly, computer ethics is a set of procedure, moral principles and ethical practices that regulate the use of computer. It focuses on ethical implementations and use of computing resources and includes new issues that are raised by new technologies. It basically aims at encouraging IT users to be responsible in order to utilize the technology tools judiciously, respect views of others and acknowledge the right and properties of people on the internet. Some of the common ethical guidelines which should be followed by using a computer are given below. Then these are: do not use computer technology to cause disruption or interference in other users' work. Do not spy on another person's computer data. Do not use computer technology to steal information. Do not contribute to the spread of wrong information using computer technology. Avoid buying pirated software. Pay for software unless it is free. Do not use someone else's computer resources without an authorization. It is wrong to claim ownership on a work which is the output of someone else's intellect. Before developing software, think about the social impact it can have. Be respectful and courteous with the fellow members while communicating on the internet. Now, some unethical practices which are there in the internet, they are in coming sessions. We will discuss some of the common unethical practices which are prevalent in the society. And first is, children, plagiarism. Plagiarism is the usage or imitation of the language and thought of another person's projects as one owns original work. It is considered crime or fraudulent act. The dictionary describes plagiarism as follows, that is, to steal or pass off ideas or words or another as one's own, to use another's production without crediting the source, to commit literary theft, to present as new or original an idea or product derived from an existing source. International copyright laws also states that expression of original ideas is considered as intellectual property and is protected by copyright laws. Just like original inventions, almost all forms of expression fall under the copyright protection as long as they are protected in some manner, such as books or as computer files. Then plagiarism has become very easy with technological advances like web serving, copy and paste option. Most critics have linked carelessness, laziness, lack of interest and arrogance as the major reason for plagiarism. Now, children, there are some steps to prevent plagiarism, and they are the simplest way to prevent plagiarism is the citation. Acknowledging the original writer and the source from where the material has taken is called citation. It includes the following step. All sources are neither accurate nor they validate the information as accurate. Therefore, one must specify the source which informs reader regarding the basis on one's idea and the extent of one's research. Citation gives strength to your resource. To avoid plagiarism, one can rephrase the material. Use quotation marks around all the quotes or words of another person to avoid plagiarism. In the education sector, students should be encouraged to prevent their original and innovative ideas. Even if they wish to refer to the resource, they should be made aware of the pattern of reference. In this manner, plagiarism can be avoided and students could be motivated to work hard and bring their own originality. Then next is, children, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is an act of harming, harassing or targeting a person by another person using internet in a deliberate manner. This includes insulting remarks and threatening messages sent by email, spreading rumors about a person either by email or social networking site, posting embarrassing photos and videos to hurt the person, derogatory remarks against gender, race, religion or nationality. Now, children, steps to prevent cyberbullying. Do not disclose your identity to unknown person. Safeguard your password and all private information from inquisitive peers. Do not give bullies any opportunities to misuse the information on the social media platform. Search the whereabouts of a person you meet online and know about him fully before extending your handshake. Restrict your online profile to be checked by a trusted friend only. If you are cyberbullied by someone, do not remain silent but take action against cyberbullying. Do not be repulsive in your language, rather block the communication with the cyberbully and share this problem with your parents. Now, the next problem, children, is the phishing. So, we are talking about phishing. Phishing, children, is a practice. It is an act of sending an email to a user misleading him to believe that it is in form to trusted person or an organization. So it is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is from a trusted person or organization. The user is asked to visit a website in which he is supposed to update or validate his personal details such as username, password, credit card details, etc. In this way, the operators of the fake website steal your identity and commit crimes in your name. This could damage your reputation and cause heavy financial loss. Now, children, steps to prevent phishing. Identify suspected phishing emails that comes from unrecognized senders. Guard against scam. Do not click on links, download files or open attachments in email from unknown senders. Beware of the links in email and ask for the personal details. Enhance the security of your computer by protecting it with softwares like firewall, spam filters, antivirus and spy softwares. Do not divulge personal information over the phone unless you initiate the call. Enter your sensitive data in secured websites only. The URL of a secured website with HTTPS, if S is present over there, then children it is a secured site, and if your browser displays a green colored icon of the close lock, then also it is a safe site. So you open only these sites. Then check your online account and bank statement regularly to ensure no unauthorized transactions are made. So children, this is the first part of this video. It is a long chapter. We'll continue the next part of this video in the next video. And thank you. I hope you have followed it, and just go through the chapter once again. And if there is any problem, we'll discuss the problem. Thank you very much.